the video they did down the hospital.
Yeah, it's good.
That's awesome.
Yeah. They did a good job with it.
Yeah, they did.
Hey, Coach Sean, Mark, Coach, when you open the stadium.
Great to be back at the Siegel Center. Thought our guys did a much better job defensively than we did last game. Took a step, got a lot of contributions from a lot of different guys. Thought Jaquan Lewis, he continues to improve, and really, he's playing better than anyone on our team offensively. Just got to keep getting better on the defensive end. But I'm excited about his progress, and just good to be back home and good to get a team win.
Coach, to expand upon the defense you were talking about, how pleased were you with just the activity?
Yeah, I thought we showed good energy. We were more aggressive than we certainly were last time out, and even against Old Dominion. Wofford did a good job stretching us out, but we were running all over the place trying to run down balls. I thought there was a couple plays in the first half where we went for blocks. A couple guys went for blocks, and they got an offensive rebound. But overall, I thought just flying around was improved.
Is 7 assists a concern for you?
Well,
it's a factor of not making shots.
It's mostly shooting 38%, 5 for 20 from 3. If some of those open threes go in, you get more assists. Some of the stuff we're doing offensively, you end up with a drive, and a finish or a foul. You don't get an assist for that. So it's not so much the number of assists. I like the turnovers, that the turnovers are down, and anytime we can have 12 less turnovers than our opponent is really good. But yeah, definitely you want to be, up near 14, 15 assists or more. So we just got to keep working on finding guys in the right place and then stepping in and shooting it in. I thought Rob got some really good looks from outside. I was pleased with his attitude today. He got really frustrated in our last few games because some things weren't going his way. I didn't see that at all in him today. I thought he had really good attitude, attacked, had some good steals. It just wasn't his night shooting-wise.
Jaquan's development, is it ahead of where you thought it would be at this level at this point in the season? Is it where you thought it would be, where you wanted?
No, I mean, he's really good. We knew where he was. The thing that he's been able to do really since right before the Belmont game is he's been able to, quite frankly, just be more coachable and kind of hang in there even when things weren't always going his way. He has not played a perfect game yet, nor has anyone on our team. It's not going to happen. Basketball is a game of mistakes. Those mistakes earlier in the year really bothered him and paralyzed him. He's doing a much better job of moving on from them. And, if it was something on the defensive end, taking ownership and learning from it, he's just got to keep getting better on D. The better he gets on D, the more he's going to play.
He's talked a few times about getting the support of his team, just having his teammates there for him. Is that something that's come about? I mean, have they sort of reached out to him?
That's gotten better and better, again, since just before the Belmont game. He came in as a kid who was very quiet, stayed to himself a lot, off the court, and maybe was slower to get to know some of the other guys relative to a freshman like Antravius Simmons, who's just outgoing, jovial kid that everyone loves from the first time they meet him. So, one thing I know about basketball players is they like to have other good players on their team. They like guys that help the team win. And, since that Belmont game, every game we've played, he's really contributed to winning. Or in the case of Northern Iowa, even though we didn't win, he played well. So he's just got to keep getting better with that.
Coach, the 34 free throw attempts, more of an emphasis on trying to attack the rim?
Yeah, we're trying to. I mean, I was looking at that earlier today. Actually, the foul shots are just so sporadic up and down from game to game. I think against Georgetown we shot 40-something from the free throw line. There's been other games where we've had single-digit attempts. We're pretty much playing pretty similarly in terms of style. I think some games were more aggressive than others. Tonight we were certainly on the more aggressive side offensively, and the three ball wasn't going as much, so we needed to attack the basket, attack the rim, and then it helps when at the end they foul you on purpose.
Coach, Javante is limited again tonight. How much of his touches are guys just not getting him the ball, and how much of it is him not working hard enough to get the ball. It felt like tonight maybe he was having a rough time.
Felt like tonight was the second one?
Well, you could read it on his face. It seemed like.
Yeah, he was not into it tonight, and it's not acceptable. Listen, Jude's a kid. He's a great kid. He's come a long way since he got here. We've been hard on him. We've been demanding of him. We figured out a long time ago that, in early May, when he graduates, he'll still be a long way away from being the finished product of Javante Reddick. So, probably at some point when he's 27, 28, 30 years old, he'll figure out all this stuff. So our job is just to try to speed up that progression as fast as we can. I think overall, over the course of 3.5 years here, that's gone pretty well. Tonight was not his night. He wasn't so into it. He's a guy that, as a senior, just has to take ownership. But to answer your question, tonight it was 99% him. It wasn't, guys not throwing him the ball. It was, if he does what we asked him to do, demands the ball, goes and gets it off the glass, he'll get it as much as anybody. It's been a point of emphasis for us, but he just wasn't into it tonight. I asked him why. He said he didn't know. So we'll watch the tape together, and we'll figure that out, and something we'll keep moving forward on.
Somewhat related to that, in games like this, it's Wofford. Do you find that you can get a better performance out of the young guys because they're just fighting for minutes, whereas some of the older guys are, hey, we're a 19-point favorite, we'll just breeze through this? Because it seemed like the different looks are what sparked the team tonight.
Yeah, the bench, the energy off the bench. I don't really think outside of Jude there was anyone that brought that approach. I thought the other older guys brought a good approach. Trey looked like he was on his way to a big night. Some balls just didn't go down for him later on in the game. But I thought his approach was good. Again, I really liked Rob's attitude. He didn't score a lot, but his attitude was good. Jordan did a great job. We don't talk as much about defense as we do about offense, but their kid, Spencer Collins, their leading scorer, averaging 15 points a game. He'd been in double figures either every game or every game but one this year. Jordan guards him. He has 2 points. So I thought our older guys did a nice job, but what we had tonight was a lot of contributions off the bench. Jaquan Lewis, Terrence Shannon, Mo, Jared Guest. So we just got to keep building with those guys.
Coach, can you talk about playing at the Coliseum on Saturday? A lot of good memories in that building for you guys. Some not so good memories.
Yeah. Well, last time we played there, we won the CAA championship, so that's the dominant memory. But you know what? Since you brought it up, Mr. Negativity, probably other than the Butler game, if I could have one game back since the time I've been at VCU, it would be when we lost to Old Dominion my first year in the semifinals. That has nothing to do with your question, but you brought it up. Remember, we were up 12 with about, 10, 12 minutes left in the game. Brandon actually had a 3 go in and out to go up 15, and they beat us in overtime. And we would have played William & Mary in the championship game. But on the positive side, we did win the CAA championship the last time we played there, so we'll focus on that too. I'm just looking forward to playing Virginia Tech, in the Coliseum. I think it'd be great for the fans. It's our last game before a holiday break, so it's a chance for us to test ourselves against an ACC team that's really playing well. Looked at their stats just now in the locker room. They're shooting 44% from three-point range. They got a lot of guys that are making shots. They're playing with a lot of confidence. They've been off for, I think they'll have 13 days of prep time going into our game. So I'm excited. I'm fired up. I'm really looking forward to playing. As I told someone else, it's a game that normally wouldn't be scheduled. We can't pick up the phone and call those guys and schedule that game. So we get to play them, and I know they're fired up to play us too. We're a team that's received a lot of attention, in this area over the past several years. So it'll be a test of which team you know, is more connected on that day, and obviously which team plays the best basketball.
Coach, Mo and Jared, how pleased with you and how they come off the bench and give you guys a lift on the
They're coming. You know, I always want more. Sometimes I got to remember Mo's a freshman, but he's making progress. He had 5 rebounds in 16 minutes. You know, if he can get a rebound every 3 minutes he's in, then that's really good. JG really brought a lot of energy. I just told him, as long as we can keep that three-point percentage at 100, that's terrific. So there's 2 ways to do that. You can either make every one or not shoot threes, because it's at 100 right now. So, but just for him to be choosy when he does shoot the ball and focus on what he does well, which is rebound, and then he's really active in the press. He's our best presser of the bigger guys, and when he's in, it just tends to go better, the press. So was excited about him helping us. We talked about just having enthusiasm coming into this game, because I thought we were lethargic last time out, and I thought Jared, as much as anybody on our team, brought great enthusiasm.
Coach, Javante really gave you a lift offensively in the second half down the stretch. How much of that was a conscious decision to run things through him, or did he just kind of?
No, I don't think we ran a play for him in the second half. He was just pushing the ball. You know, as a point guard in our offense, you basically have a play called for you when we get a rebound or when we outlet the ball, because now you have it in your hands and you can push it and create either for yourself or your teammates. And he and Bree did a great job of that at the beginning of the year. Bree needs to get back to pushing it like he was. Had some good moments tonight with that, but Jaquan really put the defense on their heels. I thought it was a sign of respect for him and our transition offense when Wofford took all their guys off the line and brought them all the way back on defense. I don't know if you guys noticed that or not, but they took the 4 guys that weren't shooting free throws and they put them behind the 3-point line because they wanted to get back and make sure they were able to guard us transition.
Coach Jarrett's got a little burst tonight, and he got some minutes in there when really the game was still within reach.
Yep.
Is that something maybe he's having a good week in practice, or?
You know, he does some really good things in practice, and he's a talented kid. Just trying to give him an opportunity. It's tough when you get limited minutes or none at all, but he's got a lot of potential. So we kind of told ourselves as a coaching staff we were going to play a lot of guys tonight. We were going to extend the bench and try to get guys in there with energy, and then get new guys in. I thought he added to that. He did pressure the ball really well when he got in the second half. He's capable of that. He's our most athletic of our guards, and you know, fastest and quickest. So you just got to understand at the college level what the demands are, and I think he's learning that.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.